one of my heroes. His birthday's coming up, or it just happened. He's either 104 or 105. But as of this moment, spring, sunset, he's probably in his last days. I'm gonna miss him. We had a doctor's report the other day, and he said, well, he's got this or that, but he's also got a case of being 105. I thought that was good. He's been so healthy. Pretty sure it's that white bread and fake cheddar cheese he ate for 40 years. But the reason I bring him up here in Spark is because he's been an inspiration for me. 105 years old. And up till, I don't know, probably a couple months ago, he was creating. He uses his imagination to draw, to paint. He was making these structures out of sticks. They were almost like popsicle sticks. And he'd make this like perfectly symmetrical, architecturally correct structure. One sort of looks like the Eiffel Tower. You sort of got the Mayan temples. 100 plus. I mean, there are people half that age who are so old in their minds. I don't know what kind of future they have ahead. Whereas he talks about stuff. If you think about it, he's 40 years ago, he was 65. I mean, that's when people retire. That's when a lot of people stop their life. Yet he had another 40 years. I mean, it's another lifetime. I think the secret, or at least one of them, to his health and to his long life was his creativity and his imagination and using that creativity to create. You can be a creative person, but I heartily believe that it's a matter of creating, of making, of doing. Here's this thing. I made this thing. You have it. And I made this in this year. And that was that time of my life. And especially that's why I want to have the kids do it. Because for them, the years are so much more clear. I mean, for somebody 105, I think, oh, did I do this when I was 82 or was I 77? No, it's all so long ago. But my kids, the difference between 10, we did our first book, and 15, now, that's like, talk about lifetimes and light years of difference. But Tony's still going, still creating, still that imagination alive in his head. When I last saw him several months ago, he was telling me about one of his drawings, and he loves green, and he's sort of like leprechauns and fairies and stuff, and he has this whole imaginary world that he builds. And he knows all their names and all their characteristics, and I don't know if they're real people to him, but they have personalities, and he's consistent in their drawing. He'll draw them several times. And they have relationships. He doesn't like her, and she's mad at her because she's the queen and she's the princess or something, and I can't even follow it all. And he's got all in his head at 100 plus, right? Did you get that? I can't follow it all. He's the one who's 105. What is that, right? What is that? Secret of long life? Is it creativity? Is it creating something? Is it making something? Is it making something out of nothing? And what does he have? He's got a blank piece of paper. He has no technology, right? I mean, not anything in the past 30, 40 years. He has no internet. He has no computer. He has no cell phone. My mom shows him a picture on an iPad of me far away, and then she says she sends it to me, and his mind is just... He doesn't have any of that. He's got pencils. He's got like old-fashioned... I mean, everything's old-fashioned with him. He's got pencil sharpenings. He's got colored pencils. He's got triangles. There's things that you make circle. I don't even know what they're called. I don't even know what this stuff is called. And he just does it. He creates something from nothing. That's one of my goals here with Spark. I want to create something from nothing. Now, whether you're 505, or somewhere in between, what's holding us back? If this is a secret to, did I mention he was happy? Did I mention he was just like joyous and giggly and laughy and jokey and light and fun and funny? Could that be it? Creating stuff, using our imaginations and putting it down on paper or whatever your medium is. You're making songs or art or words or what is it? What's that core that he's letting out? Like an exhaust pipe that's clearing out. And he lets it go and he sees what happens. And we get to enjoy it. Here's a couple words on Tony for you. I hope he inspires you. I've written about him in my books quite a bit. He sure inspires me. I wish you well, Tony. But I mean, the earth is gonna miss an angel, but the heavens are gonna get one.